the explicit rap. Like I caught on at an early age. I was like, I just had this song. It said, it was just a regular song. I was just trying to be funny. I said, I had 16 hoes sucking 10 toes. Just one line in the song. And I would have my little radio with the 2 speakers, walk around the boom box. And every time I played my rap and that one line would come, people would laugh. So I would, I went back home. I was like, damn, they laughed at that one line. I'm about to make a whole rap about that one line. And that was like the birth of the whole song, Freaky Tales, with naming the chicks and how I met them and stuff. So I just always had this 2-side thing. Like in the early days, they used to tell me no one can curse on records unless it's a comedy record. You can't curse. You can't you can't put it. You can curse on a rap record, but you can't put it out.
Right.
And I was like, I was just confused. So at first they had me making these little clean raps in the studio, and then I just took my own money one day and I made Freaky Tales. I always had this song. I made it. It was like 15 minutes long, rapping about all these girls and what I did to them. It's the best thing that happened. So,
as you should. That's
Heineken's shit.
I kept it going, the dirty raps. But I always did see it as 2 different things. Sometimes it'd be a too short dirty rap, and sometimes I do whatever. And then it kind of evolved into, kind of meshed into one thing.
So you were on your marketing shit way before anybody even really figured that out.
When I first signed to Jive, probably like the first 4 albums on Jive. If you listen to them, all the songs that come on first, like it's CDs now, but when it was the cassette, side A was clean,
right?
And then you flip it over and it'd be the dirty side.
B side.
That was the plan.
Let's say Bobby Brown in the 90s, he was always criticized, and he was even arrested for insinuating sexual, acts and stuff like that. Have you ever run into anything like that when you're at a concert, or you're at a show or anything? Or
that one city, Columbus, Georgia, they got a track record of the people they got arrested. I'm on that list.
Really?
LL.
For what?
Just talking about sex on stage. It's like something you can't say. Can't say it or do it.
Really?
That ain't even about the Bible Belt is somewhere up in Oklahoma or something. Somewhere.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I did a show out in the Bible Belt. They were like, you're in the Bible Belt, son. You got to tone it down. They told the crowd, you can't stand up. You have to sit in your chair. After the song, you can clap.
You can clap after the song, but you can't stand up.
I'm up there just cussing them out. I always did whatever, though. I got arrested in Cincinnati.
Really?
But you know what? I was in the same, at that time when that was a big deal, it was always 2 Live Crew, and it was always NWA.
That you were.
And then I'd be on the show, and nobody would know it was Too Short, too. They were like, get Luke, get easy. It would never get me.
And you're like, all right, I'm good. I guess.
All in the Supreme Court, all in. I never got.
Was there any countries that you went to that were either kind of not feeling the whole thing, or they loved it and you were shocked?
I never really got the protests.
No?
I remember I did one show that was sold out. I can't remember where I was at, but it was in the States. It was sold out, and the parents, it might have been in Utah or something, the Mormons or something. I don't know where I was, but the parents had told the kids it's a certain you can't go to the show. It was a last minute thing. Like they feared the powers that be, and even though they bought tickets, the show was pretty empty.
Wow.
It got boycotted by the parents.
That's hysterical, because that's not going to happen these days at all.
But you know, and on the real side, you go to all that goody two-shoe stuff. Those good girls are really the bad girls.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
that's very true, right? Heineken?
I don't
Heineken's all into the bad girls over there.
I don't deal with industry girls.
No, you don't?
Yeah,
really?
I've never,
I don't do celebrities either.
Yeah, only nurses.
Are you going to be at a strip club?
You know what I'm into? I'm into celebrity lookalikes. Dim the lights. I'm like, ooh, Halle Berry got some good pussy.
Halle Berry.
Yeah, Halle Berry got.
But if it was a real Halle Berry, you would need some sort of medicine to take to deal with that crazy bitch, because she's crazy. What do you think about Kreayshawn? And dropping the N-bomb, because your son co-signs her.
Okay,
Mr.
so look,
Fab.
yeah, because that's his crew.
Okay.
That's his crew.
That's his artist. So
but really, I talked to the V Nasty chick. I didn't really get the whole story. I didn't hear it too much, and I didn't see it too much. But I do know, in V Nasty's case, I do know where it comes from, because you got those. I don't know about out here or about anywhere else, but I know where I'm from, where I grew up at. You got these.
Waiters? That's what we call them.
No, that's when you flip and you adapt it.
Okay.
But you got these 10 white people that never been around white people. They never ever their whole life from birth.
We have that here too, but we call that wiggers.
In what neighborhood?
I'm like in
San
Francisco.
We have white people that
I've known like two in my life. I've known like two.
I love it.
Two that they didn't know they was white.
Right.
And nobody knew either. So it's just like you kind of let it go with that person.
Right.
And that person is a special privileged person
I
in that
understand.
category. I think V Nasty feels that way. She's like, I don't know nothing else. If you just sat down with her for 30 minutes, you know, she's not
So it's
Caucasian.
okay.
No, it's not. It's okay for her world with her people.
Okay.
What I say to her, and I talked to 40, he said, man, I got in her ears, like, the world don't understand that, though.
No, they don't.
You can't go in hip-hop and smash on hip-hop like that because you don't get smashed back on. So basically, it's like, I don't know what Kreayshawn's doing. Kreayshawn got a little funny little song, the Gucci. Bunch of folks like it. I hope she get another hit because, you know, they come from the area.
Right.
And it's like not a lot of stuff breaks out the area lately. So I'm like, I'm rooting for him and stuff. But at the same time, the little touchy subject.
But you, come on, seriously, you being a legend, you didn't take that as kind of like an insult almost? Like, not her saying the N-bomb, because Kreayshawn, but just like, you're like looking at this little dorky white chick and she's coming into your rap shit.
See, the Kreayshawn, probably, I've never been around her. So
Okay.
she might be like the little white chick. But the other one is just she's just a little grimy chick. Like, she's almost like a dude. Like,
I know, but that shouldn't give you the right.
She's been around my lab like 3 times. I never heard her say it once.
Really?
Never heard her say it. But
she
then
know.
her little homies that I hang with, they like, man, anything she with us. Like,
She said that all in there.
so I'm like, you know, I mean, she got it in her. She ain't never had no white in her.
I mean, neither am I, but I don't drop that left and right. Like, that's not cool. That makes you look corny. Like, to me, I just look.
So basically, I vouch for it in her world. Keep it in your circle amongst your people that accept it. Because, like I said, I got a homie that can say that to me.
Right.
But I wouldn't tell him to say that around my other homies.
Right.
Like, they ain't going to get it, bro. You just say that to them, it's going to be a problem.
Being from Oakland, you know, you got the pimp talk, explicit lyrics. What was the vibe like when MC Hammer came out? Did you guys get along? Or
Hammer's an entertainer. First of all,
I heard he fucked up a lot in it.
Yeah, Hammer's an entertainer.
Okay.
He used to get on my bad side in the early days because he would take pot shots. That was like his entertainer superstar status ego.
Really?
And Hammer would do. He'd be like on Arsenio Hall and be like, yeah, you know, in my area, like I'm the only real rapper from my area. And I'm like,
what? You're wearing diaper pants, dude. Are you serious?
But I mean, he had the commercial world listening to him at the time. He
could do that.
Man sold 20 million records or whatever. So it's like,
and it's bankrupt.
But on the flip side, when you get at home, you talk about Stanley Burrell, Hammer's real name, Louis Burrell, his brother,
Stanley,
and then the homies that around him. These are just Oakland dudes, and it's like, you know, you look at Hammer and go to pants and stuff, and you would never think this is a dude who lived in West Oakland and East Oakland. He run with a bunch of, you know, corporate guys, and then on this side he run with a bunch of thugs. Like it's always that way. And, you know, you never know who got them connections. And I'm telling you, it's been times where we would all our cliques would come together.
Yeah.
And it would be like, you know, they'd be like, man, Hammer mad at you. You mad at Hammer? But then all the thugs in the crew is homies, and we know each other. It's like,
so it never escalated.
There was no dance off or anything like that, right?
I don't think Too Short dance.
I'm just joking.
But
I'm
you know
saying,
what?
that's all I see.
I do like the way MC Hammer came in the game. I've seen a lot of people come up, and his was not so much the music; it's what he did before the music.
Okay.
Hammer used to come to the club. He had a homeboy. They would damn near be dressed alike, if not just alike.
In diaper pants or no?
No, they be in like
regular
little
clothes,
red silk suits and stuff. It was still like real R&B kind of R&B of the time look. And then, but they would stand in the club and do dance routines, and everybody would circle them and watch them.
Wow!
So that was I remember them from that stage.
Okay, that's pretty.
Then
interesting.
Hammer got an entourage.
Okay.
He got bodyguards. He had like a whole crew dancers, and they would follow him in the club. This is before he had records really. And they would follow him in the club, and people said, who the fuck is that? Like, who is that?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Fuck this, I don't know. So he kept doing it. And then one day, I remember somebody said, who the fuck is that? Like, they come through pushing with 30 people. Who the fuck is that? Somebody said, that's Hammer.
Hammer.
So ever since after that, motherfuckers like, that's Hammer. Like, he had an entourage before he was famous.
Well, that's how you do it.
He had bodyguards before anybody was like,
win
trying
the
to get
people
to
over.
him.
Got to win the people over.
But I'm saying that's the secret. You know, the
right.
book. He made it. He
made
sold
the
fantasy.
fantasy.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Come on, man.
Oakland A's?
Yeah, he was always, as a kid, he was a bad boy.
Okay. I said a cheerleader.
And they named him Hammer because he looked like a
Hammer.
Hank Aaron.
Yeah, that's the local story.
Oh, my.
Yeah, he looks like Henry M.
All right.
I used to work at the Oakland A's games too.
Really?
Selling coke.
Well,
So who?